Hello, 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 everybody. How are you all doing this evening? This is Victoria coming to you live from the UK. Okay, guys, today I want to talk about how to set up your Facebook profile for your business. Okay, so let me see who's going to jump on this live with me. Okay, so you know how it goes now. If you're joining me live, please hashtag live where you're joining me from. And if you're joining me on the replay, please hashtag replay and let me know where you're joining me from. Drop your flag, guys. I love it. It brightens up the comment section. Drop your flag of where you are joining me from, guys. Okay? So as I said this evening, I'm going to do a live. It's a little bit longer than what I'd normally do, but I want to do a live on 7 tips on how to set up your Facebook profile for your business. So guys, get a pen and paper handy. You know, this could be really helpful to you, okay? So the first thing that you want to do is when you're setting up your Facebook profile, you want it to come across as professional, and you want it to come across that like you mean business, okay? So your number one goal when it comes to setting up your Facebook profile is to create curiosity. You want to create curiosity of people who come and look at your profile. You want them to reach out to you and basically ask what it is that you do. So your number one goal is to create curiosity. I've got some notes here, guys, so if you keep seeing me looking, because I don't want to miss nothing out. And as I said, we've got 7 steps and I want to get through them all. Okay, so we're talking about your personal Facebook profile. We're not talking about your business page. We're not talking about your Facebook group. We're talking about your Facebook profile, your personal profile, and how you should set it up for your business. Okay, so your Facebook profile is really powerful because it allows you to have up to 5,000 friends, which means that you can get massive exposure. The only thing with having 5,000 friends is that sometimes it can harm your algorithm, because if you've got 5,000 friends but you're only 100 of those friends are interacting with you, that will harm your Facebook algorithm. The algorithm doesn't like that. So what Facebook would rather you have is that if you're only having 100 friends that interact with you, then to only have 100 friends, basically. They don't want you to have 4,900 friends that are not interacting with your profile or with your content and posts, okay? But once you start to build up yourself as a brand and build up your brand awareness on Facebook and you start attracting more people, you can have up to 5,000 friends, which means that you can get massive exposure, okay? Okay, so remember, so you want your Facebook profile to look professional. You want it to brand you. You want it to represent you. Okay, you want to think about your Facebook profile like a shop window. It's giving your first impression. So if you think about, let's say you was walking down the high street and you're looking at all these different shops, you know, which shop is going to attract you? It's going to be the shop that looks professional, that looks tidy, that looks inviting. It's going to be the shop that's got the person stood in the doorway, they're smiling, they look, you know, approachable. That's the shop that you're going to go into. You're going to go into that shop, you're going to look around, you know, so now this person's on your profile, they're looking at your content, they're watching your lives, they're intrigued by what it is you do. And then you want them then to come and reach out to you to ask you what you are doing. So this is the whole point of building up your Facebook profile. Is kind of like an attractor to attract the right target audience that you want and the right target market. And you want to intrigue people to know more about you, okay? So you want your profile to be unique. You want it to represent you. You want it to brand you, okay? So think as Facebook as like a party. So like you're going to a dinner party, you're going to go in there, you know, you're going to have small talk with everybody. You're not going to give away too much information about yourself. You're just going to give away just enough to get people to come back and ask you what it is that you do. Okay, so let's have a look at the steps that you need to do to build your Facebook profile and to set it up really professionally to attract the right people to you. So first of all, step 1, you want to look at your timeline cover. So your timeline cover photo, I can just about say that, your timeline cover photo is that photo that's at the top of your Facebook profile. Now this needs to be really professional because this is what people see first. So you want a picture of you on there. You want to be smiling. You want to be dressed in a way that represents you. So if you think of it, if you was going to this dinner party, what would you wear? Are you the suit and tie type of person? If that's the case, wear a suit and tie. Are you the type of person that you would just wear, like say a shirt, couple of buttons open at the top, or a blouse, couple of buttons open, a bit more relaxed, a bit more laid back? But either way, you're going to look smart. You're going to look smart, and that's the main thing. You want to be on this picture, you want to look smart. You want to also have on your timeline photo what you do and how you help people. And they're the main three things about your timeline photo that you need to have. You need to have a picture of you, it needs to look professional, and it needs to say what you do and how you help people. The things that you don't want to have on there are things like your product. You don't want to talk about your company. You don't want to have pictures of your children, a picture of a sunset. Some people like to use quotes. Quotes are okay, but quotes are not you. Okay, so really a nice professional timeline photo done, it would be really beneficial to your Facebook profile. And if you keep watching till the end, I'm going to share with you somewhere where you can go and get a timeline photo cover done, really professional, and for a fraction of the price that you would normally pay. Okay, so stick with me, guys. Okay, so that's step one, is to look at your timeline cover photo and make sure it is professional. Step two is to look at your profile photo. Now, your profile photo is the little small photo, little small round photo that kind of sits on top of your timeline cover photo. You want this photo to mirror the photo that you've got in your cover timeline photo. God, that is so tough to say. So again, you want a clean picture of your face. You want to be smiling. You want to look approachable, pleasant. You don't want to be just there with like no smile, just like a screw face. You don't want that. You want to be smiling and look approachable. Okay, but you want this picture to mirror the picture you've put on your timeline cover photo. So if you was wearing a suit, wear a suit in this one. If you just had a little dress on or a blouse, do the same. You want the two pictures to kind of mirror, so it just kind of flows through on your profile. Okay, so the next one that we've got is the short bio that you have under the timeline cover photo, under the profile picture. It's just a few words. They only give you a few words, and I'm not sure how many it is, but it's only a few. So it has to be a clear, concise message, and it has to be to the point. Now, in this message, what you want to put is your key selling points. So again, what you're going to put on there is what you do and how you help people. It's really important, guys. It's just a short message. I think it gets for like 100 words, if that. And again, you want to be clear, concise, and to the point. And what you want to put on there is your key selling points, what you do, and how you help people. Okay, guys, that's step 3. Let's move on to step 4. Oh, sorry, I'm not finished step 3. So with that, actually, when you're doing that little small bio, as I said, it's only a few words. You don't want to be putting things in there like, oh, I love to party and I love to drink cocktails, or I love doing yoga, or, I've got, this dog, I want to talk about my dog. That's not for there. What goes there is what I said, is that you just put in there what you do and how you help people. It's just short, concise, straight to the point. Okay, so step 4, guys, this is your next bio. Now, this bio is a little bit longer, and it's where you can introduce yourself and talk a bit more about you. You can talk about maybe your childhood and the journey that you've had to adulthood, how you've turned your life around, if you've done a 180, whatever it is that you've done. You might talk about your online journey, how you went from A to B. This bit of the bio, you get to talk a little bit more about yourself, and at the end of that bio, you can also do a call to action. So you might talk a little bit about your Facebook group and drop the link for your Facebook group in your bio. Okay, so yeah, you might say something like, I've got a private Facebook group. We talk about mindset, we talk about marketing, whatever it is you do, and then you'll drop your link. So you've got a little call to action on the end of your bio. Okay, guys, that was step number 4. Let's move on quickly to step number 5. Remember, we've got 7 steps to cover, so I want to keep going. All right, guys, so step number 5 is so remember, guys, we're trying to create curiosity. You don't want to give away too much. You just think of it like you're going into a party. It's just small talk. You talk to somebody, tell them a little bit about yourself. You don't tell them too much, okay? Because you want them to come and find you and start to ask you about yourself and what it is that you do, okay? So step number 5 is the information bit. I think it's called intro, and this is down the left hand side. When you're doing it on a laptop or a desktop, it's on the left hand side. It's your intro. So on this bit, you're going to talk about where you're from, how long you've been on Facebook. You're going to talk about your business or your occupation. Now, some people make mistakes here, because what they tend to do is they'll say that they're an employee for the company or for the opportunity that they're working with. You don't want to do that. You want to say, because if you're working with, if you're not really an employee, you own your own business, you want to say you're a business owner, okay? And you want that person to reach out and ask you what it is that you do, okay? So you don't. Another thing people do is they tend to talk about all the old jobs, because here you can put like old jobs that you've had. So you want to put about 1 or 2 jobs. You don't want to be reeling off all the jobs that you've done in the past. 1 or 2 jobs, maybe jobs that connect to what you're doing now, or maybe it's a job that shows that you've done a full 180 and that you're doing something completely different. Okay, guys? And also on this bit here and the intro, the information bit, you can also drop your Facebook link for your group, your Facebook group. You can drop that link in there as well, guys. Okay, so step number 6. You see, there's a lot to this. I hope you've got your pen and paper, because we're going to keep moving through it. Step number 6 are your interests and hobbies. Now, some people don't want to fill in this bit, but I think it's really important, because this bit, again, is more insight into you, who you are as a person. So you're going to drop your interests and hobbies, what you like to do. Do you like to travel? Do you like to cook? Do you like a bit of yoga? Do you like horses, or are you an animal lover? Put all this in your interests and hobbies, because what this does is allow people to look and see what you and them have in common. And remember, people like to do business with people they know, like, and trust. So when people start to see things that you've got in common, this is a basis for you to start building a relationship on, for you to start having conversation. Okay, so I think the interest and hobby section is very important, guys. Take the time to fill it in. Again, you don't need to be filling in, 30, 40 things. 5 or 6 things is more than enough for your interests and hobbies, all right? Okay, and so then the last bit, step 7, is your 9 photo grid. Now, again, guys, this is a great bit, because again, it gives an insight into who you are as a person. Remember, all this is about branding. It's about you. People are buying into you. They're not buying into the company that you're with. They're not buying into the opportunity that you're with. People are buying into you. You are your brand. Okay, now this bit you get to post pictures about your lifestyle. You can post pictures about you've been on holiday, or that you're on your laptop working, or that you're on your smartphone working. Whatever it is, you can post pictures of your lifestyle. You can post pictures of your family, your children, maybe your husband or wife. You can post pictures if you've got any pets, anything you're passionate about. And here is a great place for you to post your quotes as well. So I post my quotes in that section there. Posts that I align with, posts that represent me. Okay, so they are your 9 steps, guys. So remember, your Facebook profile is your shop window, and the goal is to, when somebody comes to your Facebook profile, you want them to kind of think, do you know what, I would love to connect with this person. I would love to send this person a message. I would love to reach out to this person, send them a friend request, or and initially, eventually down the line, it will lead to you doing business together, or them becoming part of your team. That is the whole point of your Facebook profile. You want it to attract the right people to you that you maybe want to do business with, or you're going to want them to join your team. Either way, that is the whole point of building up your Facebook profile professionally. Okay, guys, so quickly let's go back and talk about the timeline cover, because I want to share with you guys somewhere where you can go to get your timeline cover photo done professionally. Now, it's a website called Fiverr. So it's Fiverr, Fiverr, Fiverr.com. Now, these are great. You can go there to get your timeline covers done. You can get logos done. They do voiceovers. They do so many different things. Go and check them out, Fiverr.com. But if you're a person who's more into graphics and you like to do your own thing, there's another website called Canva. That's Canva. And if you're more into your graphics and you can do that kind of stuff, this allows you to create your own Facebook banner photo, and it deals with all the pixel sizes and all that kind of stuff that you need to know. Make sure it's the right size for Facebook or for Instagram or whatever it is that you're doing, your logo. So with Fiverr, what you want to do is you want to go on there and you're going to look for a designer. Now you want to look for, they rate their designers by stars, so up to 5 stars. You want to look for somebody who's got 4.9 stars or more. You don't want to go any less, because if they've got less than 4.9 stars, it means that they've had a few bad reviews, okay? So there's loads of people on there and there's loads with 4.9 and above, okay? Then you want to look at their profile, check out their work. Are you feeling it? Do you like their work? If you do, reach out to them and send them a message, okay? And they will get back to you. Then what you want to do is you want to think about your timeline cover photo. Don't just go to them and say, oh, do me a timeline cover photo for Facebook. You want to really think about what you're going to put into it. Think about the colours. Think about your target audience. If your target audience is men, you don't want a timeline photo that's baby pink, okay? So think about all these things. Think about your brand. Think about you, what represents you and your brand, okay? And then design your timeline cover photo around that, okay? Right, guys, so I think we've got everything. Oh, the last thing now, you want to make sure you've got a good quality photo. So try and take it on a plain background, because then it's easier for them to crop it out and to put it on your banner, okay? So, yeah, good quality photo is what you need, and that's it, guys. So that's everything. That's your 7 tips to building, setting up your Facebook profile for your business so that it looks professional and that it attracts the right people. Okay, guys? So now that you've learned how to set up your Facebook profile, I hope that you will take these steps and implement them for your business, because this is what my team and I are doing to help us to attract the right people to our page, and then that's helping us to generate our 1K days. Okay, guys? So I want to let you know one more thing, is that this week I have a space for 2 people to come and join my team, okay, and to come and work with me. So if you feel like you want to learn these strategies of how to succeed online, strategies like what I talked about today and other ones that are helping us to succeed online, if you think that that's the kind of stuff you want to learn, reach out to me in Messenger or comment below in the comment section, comment interested. Okay, so if you comment interested, I will reach out to you and I will let you know how to get on the team, okay, and how to start learning all this stuff. It's really interesting stuff. It's stuff that you need. It's really important for your business, guys, and it is so beneficial. Will help your business to grow. Okay, let me see who we've got left on the line with us. I've seen some people come on and I've seen some people jump off, but let's see who we've got here now. We've got Rashida. Hey, Rashida, thank you for jumping on the live with me. Guys, drop your flag. Let me know where you're joining me from. We've got Abdullah. He says, well done. Thank you, Abdullah. And I've got, is that my cousin, Jermaine Preston? She jumped on the live with us. Thank you for jumping on the live. He said that's some top advice. Thank you very much. I hope it helps you guys. Okay, we've got Angeline Constantino. Hey, Angeline, she is my superwoman from New York. She said she agrees. It's very important to build up your Facebook profile for your business, and she says Fiverr is great. So Angeline's used Fiverr as well. So who else have we got on? I think that's everybody, guys. So I'm going to sign off now, guys. So remember, if you're interested in learning about this stuff, reach out to me, because I am positive it will help you and your business. Okay, guys, have a great evening. Stay safe, and I will see you all soon.